start laughing. 2 minutes.
Yeah, you and Jack.
Yeah.
Seriously. I got so much tact.
All right, let's get it. Let's go. What up, y'all? Y'all know who we are and why we are here. Yes.
What up?
We are the We Talk Like This podcast, and we are bike. We are bike, y'all, with another hilarious, unpredictable episode. To my right, to your left, is my dog. Y'all know him. Go ahead, dude. Started off for the dark-skinned people.
For sure. This is Comedian Lab Love. Hit me up. Follow me, Comedian Lab Love, LAVLUV. Again, Comedian Lab Love, LAV. That's in on all platforms. Whatever you own, that's the name.
Yeah, so we all had a vote that, since Laugh is a dark-skinned dude, he want to keep dark-skinned in style, so he want to go first. So now my name is Steve Brown. You can follow me on social media on my Instagram, Comic Steve Brown, Comic Steve Brown, or you can follow me or like my Comedian Steve Brown fan page. And to my left, to your right.
Ain't nobody gonna follow you, Steve. Now take that and let that sizzle in your soul.
You got too much dip on your chip.
My man, go ahead, Mark. I ain't really started. Go ahead.
It started already.
Go ahead, Mark. My man.
Comedian Marvin Hunter, man. Comedian Marvin H1. Comedian Marvin H1 on Instagram and TikTok and Marvin Hunter fan page on Facebook.
And to my left, my immediate left, your favorite guy, our cousin, the Jacketeer. Jack Thriller, people. Jack Thriller.
AKA the Private Eye.
What?
You stupid.
Yeah, at Jack Thriller, man. Spelled the right way on everything. Let's go. Hey, the relaunch of JackThriller.com just happened now.
Let's
yeah.
go.
Let's get it.
Let's get
Go.
it now.
Let's go.
It's
Hey,
being
man,
formatted
before we
for
get
your
into
phone,
this,
too.
man. Before we get into this, man, listen, y'all make sure y'all follow, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure y'all follow our Instagram page. Yeah, we talk like this for real. The number. Yeah, we talk like this for real. And also, you got to hit up our guy, B. Cody. Greatest of all time, bcody.com plus .net digital. He is our shooter. Who is yours? You better get his. You better get him. Yeah. So anyway, let's get into it, man. Jack, it's about to be your birthday.
Man, it's about to be my birthday. For me, once again, man, JackThriller.com, that's what is the biggest present that I could have given myself as relaunching this site, man. It's been inactive since like 2021
Okay.
and whatnot. And, it was just about to like go into default and I didn't even know it.
Right.
Because I was putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. You know what I'm saying? Saying that I was going to launch it 6 months from now.
Procrastinating.
Once I got certain things together. Yeah.
Right.
There's no such thing as the right time.
Right.
And then, like I said, because my goal is to get it to that This Is 50 space, to that World Star space and everything. You know what I'm saying? If it's hot, it's there. And the lady sent me an email and she was telling me that if I didn't pay X amount of dollars, she was going to shut it down.
Ooh.
So I told her to call me, and she called me. We worked the deal out, and she was like, "Let me help you upgrade your site and such and such and such, because it's already included in your monthly subscription to your website." And it bugged me out because that was one of my main reasons why I had let it lapse.
Okay.
Because I thought I needed a team.
All right, so Jack, what's gonna be on the website? Because I'm inspired to
No porn.
Yeah,
Porn?
it's gonna be some porn. I already know. Jack, it ain't gonna be.
Yeah, we talk like this podcast. You can see my other shows on 85 South. All the things Jack Thriller. You're gonna see things that I'm interested in, and
So porn.
Wait. So that's what it got us. That's what got us.
Yeah.
When he said all the things he interested in.
Okay.
So Jack, let's go a little farther. What would that entail? The things that you're interested in.
I'm interested in music, R&B music and whatnot. I'm a real big R&B head, so you're gonna see a lot of stuff like that. Let me see what else. Just I'm not really a porn guy. I'm not. I know you don't believe this guy.
Look at laugh.
Check this out. Guess why?
If right now you just turned this whole area into a lids.
Cap
everywhere.
I'm really not though. I had I think I burnt myself out in my 20s.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I burnt myself out, bro.
You can't beat your dick every day.
Yeah, I beat it around.
At some point in time, it's abuse.
Hey,
At some point in time, that dick gonna call the police.
I won't even get hard if I touch me.
What? What'd you say?
I won't even get hard if I touch me.
Well,
You don't trust you.
I don't trust me.
okay, so Jack, what the ladies want to know is
You're in a toxic relationship with yourself.
Yeah.
so what the ladies want to know is are they gonna should they expect any nudes of Jack on the website?
No, I'm not into that.
You're not gonna bust it wide open.
What I used to do is I used to send nut pictures of my nut.
What?
I've never heard that. Just the nuts.
Hold on.
So you move the dick out the way and just do the nuts. All right.
Yeah, move the dick to the
Nigga,
side.
that's like saying you made a bologna sandwich, but you only use the red shit around the bologna. What the fuck? Who does that?
What you do, Jack? You say you move your dick to the side.
Yeah, put it folded on my stomach and whatnot. Yeah, I'll send a picture of my nuts in a minute. Because,
So you
I'm
tape
proud
your
of my
dick to
nuts.
your stomach so they can just see the ball. Okay.
I'm a nutty buddy. I'm nuts over you.
You stupid.
Hey man,
A whole payday around this bitch.
sometimes you feel like a nut. Listen,
Well, yeah, Jack.
Hashtag the planner man.
Mr. Peanut. Okay.
Man, God
The hoes call them mounds.
Jack Thriller's got nuts. Sometimes you feel like.
Sometimes you Okay, ladies, so you're not going to get any news from Jack, but it's a possibility. If you go on jackthriller.com, you will get these nuts.
Yeah, 100%. Definitely. You can't judge me about my nuts.
Salted or unsalted.
It depends on if that nigga bathed.
teabag profile.
I might have to use that as my default picture. JackThriller.com.
Jack on there with a back shot.
The goat. Do you see that goat from the back?
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Yo We Talk Like This podcast, the only podcast that will mentally burn your eyes. Yeah, I'm telling y'all niggas' eyes are burning right now.
Yeah, hey man, I was listening to the Breakfast Club last week.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
And I was washing dishes at the same time, and I double take and whatnot, and because to my surprise, it was an interview with Kountry Wayne.
My dude.
And Kountry Wayne, they had asked him, was it any OGs out there, hating on his hustle? And to my surprise, Yeah We Talk Like This is on. Steve Brown was brought up twice. Double down.
What do you mean?
Triple down.
He said that you was hating on him, man.
Oh, no.
He had to put you in check.
Hey,
bro.
no. You know what, man?
Listen, it's as elders inside of the game. It's our job.
It's our job.
To let the children know our future. Kountry Wayne is the future.
Okay.
Kountry Wayne got amazing skits. He's changed the game.
He has.
And bringing in the soap opera with the sketches and whatnot.
I love it.
He's like the Tyler Perry of Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they said that you were asked what did you think about him and everything, and then you went on and said something like, I don't want to put words in your mouth. I'm gonna let you take it from me.
Right, because you got every.
Hold on, but did y'all hear that?
I heard.
So what you
What was y'all? Yeah, what was y'all at?
Let's hear Steve's side of it first.
Oh God.
Let's hear Steve's
All
side.
right, so you know what, man? The checking part, that was a bit much. I understand Kountry Wayne trying to sell books, and I'm with it. I'll buy a book, as a matter of fact. But the checking part, it didn't exactly go like that. Kountry Wayne and I, we're really cool, number one. what happened was, as a matter of fact, he was on our podcast.
Are you really though?
Yeah, we're cool.
Are you really?
We're really cool. We're really cool.
Are you really?
Yes, we're really cool, lad. We're really cool. Now, what I mean by that
Hood
is,
protocol say y'all ain't that cool.
okay. I think we're pretty cool.
Hood
All
protocol say it.
So anyway, back to the story. We were on the podcast. We were, as a matter of fact, same podcast. And Kountry Wayne's name was brought up. And at that time, I thought he was just another social media guy fucking off this and that. So when they asked me about him, I was like, well, I don't think he's really a comedian. I think he's just another social media dude fucking off or whatever, because at that time, I didn't believe in the social media wave at that time. So that was a different point in my life where it's like, man, fuck this social media stuff. I don't care or whatever. So it got back to him. You know what I'm saying? Then he did a show in my hometown, and somebody told him that I said he wasn't funny, which I never even been to a Kountry Wayne show. So I think he took that to heart. So apparently it hurt his feelings, and apparently he must have really thought a lot of me, in my opinion, for him to say what he said, wait this long and get on the Breakfast Club.
So he never called you like he said?
No, he called me. He called me, and it was a very, very respectful conversation. He was like, yeah, man, I heard what you said, man, but, I'm just out here trying to get it and this and that. I was like, man, I didn't know you was a comedian for. I thought you was a social media dude or whatever. And he was like, no, man, I'm a real comedian. I'm like, okay, cool. We're going to work together one day, whatever. And we did. We worked at the Bronner Brothers show a couple of years later, which was really cool. And that was pretty much it, man. And he just let me know that, he was trying to make money on social media, and he didn't want anybody to, mess it up for him.
Yeah.
Which I can respect.
I respect that. Yeah, I respect that.
And we left it at that. You know what I'm saying? We would see each other in passing, because actually he lived down in the area I live in, and we would see each other, chop it up and keep it moving. So, when he said what he said on there, I didn't take it as, oh man, he hating on me and this and this and that. I took it as a blessing. Why? Because anybody who has more notoriety than you, or on a higher level than you, mentions you, good or bad, that's a blessing.
What do you got? What do we got? Like 18 million followers or something like that?
Dog.
Something like that.
Yeah. And guess what? All them people heard my name. Not once, but twice. And then he turned around when Gary doubled down on the joke and said, no, that's my boy. We cool. We're really cool. But at the same time, he said what he said for a reason. Or, maybe it was God on my side. But he said it. And I left it at that. People called because they knew the old me. You gonna go back at him? No. I think only one person did. But everybody was like, man, that's good. He mentioned you. Yeah. And then I put something positive in the comments, and people, they ate it up. They liked it and all that, but it was no beef at all. As a matter of fact, when he made that comment, I texted him, and I was like, I heard what you said. I said, appreciate you mentioning me. He's like, hey man, no problem. Left a 100, and we laughed it off and kept it moving. So, I think, again, man, he said what he said. That was his truth. If he felt like I hated on him then, I think we got an understanding. But I would say this, for him to mention me, I must have really mattered to him, and he must have really looked up to me then. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I see it. So again, it was said. My name was mentioned, and I
want to know who the other comic was he was talking about.
Well, I mean, the other comic he was talking about, that ain't important to me. I'm me. As long as he mentioned me, I was cool. I was cool with it.
So let me say this. I felt some type of way. Not because you my boy, but I felt some type of way because
you love me.
Because he said your name and he didn't say the other comedian's name.
Right.
That I had a problem with. My thing is, if you talking about the same offense by two comedians, same person in the profession, why he ain't say both y'all names? See what I'm saying? That's why I say y'all not cool, because if y'all was cool, he wouldn't have said your name.
Well, the thing
so
is,
why say your name? Why you didn't say the other person's name? Either say everybody name or say nobody name.
Well, let me say this to you then. I would say this. I don't have a problem with Kountry Wayne. If he had a problem with me to say what he said, that's on him. All I know was I was delivered that blessing for him to mention me. That's because he didn't have to mention me.
To be associated with him, it puts eyes on you.
Exactly.
So, I agree.
So, and the thing is, another thing is, I get tired. I've gotten tired a long time ago with Steve Brown's name being mentioned in a negative light. So, you know, if I want to keep that going, what do? Go back at him.
Yeah,
but I don't
yeah,
have
yeah,
a reason to go back at him because the thing is, that is his truth. That's how he felt back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we squashed it. We left it at that. And I'm a Country Wayne fan, but since you mentioning me, you may as well let me open up for you. Since you mentioning me, let me go open up for you. That'd be dope, wouldn't it?
I would love
Jack
it.
my hand.
I can't-
Jack,
you
right
dapping me?
there.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah, but let me open up for you.
Yeah, bro,
and
take
not
me on
only
the
that,
road.
put take me on the road, and not only that,
Put you in
but
some skits.
Put me in some skits because I got a couple of really good characters.
Because I really enjoyed being on your skits, brother.
Yeah, I would.
You can have me back anytime.
Yeah.
So Marv, what did you think,
Yeah.
Marv?
You know Country Wayne too?
Yeah, I was in some of the skits, like 4 of them.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Lev, you know Country Wayne?
I don't know him personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the show with him one time. I've been on the show with him one time.
Okay.
And the thing is, man, the dude, he's not a bad dude. He's a good
No,
dude.
not at all.
And the thing is, do we hang out? No. But every time we see each other, it's cordial. It's respect, and we converse. It's all good. Show love, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't. I mean, so it's not for me. It's not a like or a dislike thing. I don't know him, so I can't.
Every time I've been around, he been 100, and
right.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So that's what it is. But definitely, man. You know, if you mentioning me, let's go all the way out with it. You know, put me on some skits, and you know, let me open up for you. I would be glad to do that. You know, what you think, Jack? What you think?
I think you need to stop playing.
What?
Go ahead. I'm not. Yeah, go ahead, Jack. What was you about to say?
What you
I would love to see
Nothing.
that. How did the show go when you went to go see him laugh?
We were on the show together. Yeah, we were on the show. We were in Dallas.
How did it go?
It wasn't a bad show. I mean, it was a theater show, so it was an ensemble.
This is my cut.
Walk us through. Walk us through. How was the Country Wayne experience on stage? Did you watch his show?
I did because I had never seen him before. And that was my first time working with him. He was Country Wayne. I mean, so let me say this. I don't necessarily get into comics funny or not funny because we comics. So what appeals to us may or may not appeal to audience members. Like we all got comics that we think are hilarious, but the audience think it's just okay, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? That we don't think are funny at all, but audience they murk audiences. So I don't necessarily get into that. Was Country Wayne was Country Wayne necessarily my cup of tea? No, but it's a lot of comics ain't my cup of tea. So that's not that's not an indictment on Country Wayne at all. You know what I'm saying? But I watched him because I just wanted to see what he did. And how his set was.
But you know what, man? Let me say this. And I'm sorry, Mark. You got to understand, at that time, and y'all knew it, I wasn't with that. I wouldn't ride with that social media shit.
Oh yeah, I know.
You know, as a matter of fact, I'll even go farther. I did the same thing to DC Young Fly. The same thing. I quote, I said, man, I think him and Michael Blackson was doing something. And I said, if you take away the nigga cell phone, he don't exist. I said that. You know what I'm saying? And me and DC, we're cool. We're just like that. We're cool. So and I'm a DC Young Fly fan. So, you know, at that time. But now the social media thing has taken off, and you got to give props to Country Wayne and DC Young Fly and the Desi Banks and a couple of others. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm rolling with it.
So I got a thought on that, but Jack, what did you think about the whole Steve and Country Wayne thing? What was your thoughts on it?
Hold on, Jack. Before I think Marv was gonna say something.
You go ahead.
Oh no, I mean, I want to hear both. So before I say anything, I want to hear both of you.
Well, what I was gonna say is when I knew that the game had changed, there was an A-list comic that was performing for a weekend at a club, and the club owner came and told him, "Hey man, Country Wayne's coming in town. We need you to drop down to be his feature." That's first thing. Ooh. So the dude didn't take it sideways because they didn't change the money. He went out on Thursday and he destroyed, as he always does. And he came back and he said, "You see what I just did for an hour? Now watch what I do when I condense that for 30 minutes in front of him." The next day I came back to see. He went out there, tried to kill himself. Did a good job because he a monster. When I tell you, Country Wayne walked out there and it was like, Jesus Christ, they ain't care nothing about what the hell they just seen.
Exactly.
They there to see Country Wayne. Exactly. That's when I knew. I said, okay, this shit changed. This shit done. That dude I'm talking about is a monster. Right. And man, that crowd ain't want to hear that.
Yeah.
That crowd ain't even care.
I've seen that before.
They ain't even care.
And you know, and it's nothing against or taken away from Country Wayne. There are social media guys out there that are so captivating on social media until when people see them, they are glad to see them. Yeah. No, fuck what you did before them. Fuck what you did. They want to see them.
I mean, and let me say something to you old school comics out there. Some of the comics that I came up on, y'all need to stop this because you starting to sound real corny and goofy. That shit about what they gonna do when they follow this heat, man. Them motherfuckers don't give a fuck about your heat. Them folk can't see them. They don't give a fuck. You can light yourself on fire.
Yeah,
you can light yourself on fire in front of it. It does not matter.
And another thing. If they bomb behind you, them folks still don't give a fuck.
They still don't care.
They don't care.
The game is, I'm not saying it's fair. I'm just saying stop it.
Yeah. It is what it is.
You know, just stop all that. You can't follow this heat. I mean, I don't give a fuck about that.
And rightfully so they can't. But at the same time, you ain't got you shouldn't go out there taking that attitude.
They
just
ain't come to see you.
Yeah, they want Go do your shit. Jack, what you was about to say, bro?
Shit, man. Y'all just... It's sizzling in my spirit right now.
Well, nigga, just don't take your nuts out, nigga. Just don't take your nuts out.
Hey, man, that's a sight to see right there, man. The guy comes out on stage, tear that bitch down.
They gave him a standing ovation before he touched the mic.
Yeah.
He walked out, came behind the curtains, and they stood to their feet. After this A-list monster just destroyed in front of them, they ain't care.
And now,
it's
man,
Country Wayne.
Look, dude,
That's Jesus Christ.
Yo, let me tell you something. Look, let me tell you something. If I'm on a show with a social media person, and the money is worthwhile, the money is good. Put me wherever.
Yeah.
Oh, because the thing is, I know that they are coming to see them. Because believe it or not, and there's nothing against the social media people. People don't give a damn about talent no more at all. It's all about notoriety.
Well, okay, so let me say
not saying that they don't have talent, but
let me say this. I think this is what he's describing because I've been on the show with a guy who came from the internet and murked it. And seen him come on stage and be Jesus.
Yeah.
So I've seen it.
Yeah.
I've seen it myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily think it's about talent. Let me say this though. I don't think it's about them not being talented or not being talented. That's what I mean when I say it's not about talent. What the game has turned into, it's a numbers game. That's what it has turned to.
Exactly.
It's turned to a numbers game. So it ain't about talent per se. It's about finding your tribe and your numbers. So, and this is the example I give people who are not in the
And this makes it easy.
And the phone makes it easy because it connects you to everybody on this planet.
Exactly.
So this is the example I give people who are not in the entertainment industry, what the numbers game is. So here in Atlanta, we got State Farm Arena. State Farm Arena, when it's set up for a comedy show, holds roughly 30,000 people, roughly. So Kevin Hart, is in Atlanta, the metro area is roughly 8 million people. In the city, in the state of Georgia, is roughly 12 million. Let's say Kevin is only funny to 1% of the entire population of Georgia. Matter of fact, don't even Georgia. He only funny to 1% of the population in the metro Atlanta area. That's 800,000 people.
Still a lot of people.
That's 800,000 people. Phillips Arena only hold 30,000. So look how many shows he can do back to back to back to back.
And sell out.
And never sell tickets to the same person.
Right.
It's a numbers game. You ain't got to be funny to everybody. Man. You just got to be funny to your
enough people. Yeah.
To enough people that could get you the numbers you need to do whatever you trying to do. And I think that's what the internet is. The guys or women who have ascended from an internet perspective, they have reached their tribe. They have galvanized their numbers, which is where it's not about talent. They come out so they connect to you. So they're cool. They your people. They your homies.
Right.
So your homies, just like at work, before we started doing comedy, we was funny to our people at work. We was funny to our family members. And it's the equivalent. So your family, your boys, everything you said was hilarious to them niggas.
Right.
Then you put that on stage, like the crowd, like not so much. And it's that equivalent to that. So when they go in front of their crowd, it's the equivalent to being in front of their people. Now, just like us, we still funny to our homies, but we have learned how to be funny to the masses too.
Yeah.
Some of them are going to be funny to the masses, and some of them still are just funny to their homies. But it don't matter because guess what? All they homies buying tickets.
Right.
Let me have an old nigga moment for a minute.
Oh shit.
All right, niggas say old niggas complain this, that, and other. Well, I mean, this is not a complaint; it's an observation. If you have an emotional connection with a bunch of people on social media, that's all. It don't matter where the emotional connection come from. When you go to the show, these are your people.
Yep.
This is your tribe.
Yep.
If you got to go up there in front of strangers that don't know you, and you got to make them folks laugh, that's harder. So when you get old heads having an attitude, it's some of that. And you youngsters got to understand that. I'm not saying you should change nothing about what you're doing, but just understand when you go into them shows, them your people already. You can get up there and shit the bed, they're going to laugh.
Yep.
But when you got to come up through the ranks and you got to go in front of strangers, every night strangers that don't know, and you got to win them over and get standing ovations, bruh. It's a little bit more
You got a
difficult.
chip on your shoulder.
It's a little bit more difficult.
It's a different.
No, it ain't no little bit more. It's a lot more different. This is why I was so.
Y'all talking that shit
No,
tonight.
so this is why I was so fuck that social media thing when it first came on, because I was one of them niggas. You was one of them niggas. You
Yeah, well, I was
more
never.
passive.
I was, because we did understand it, and what I told me and Marv talked about the whole. So we talk about the whole social media thing often, and what I think it is. Let me tell you where I think the beef comes from. You stupid. No, I think the beef comes from this. It comes from some of what Marv said. It comes from the comics who have come up through the ranks and put in that work and took them L's on stage, whatever. And then you see somebody who get to skip the line, and get the same love and reception that you had to work for. It could put you in your feelings.
Right.
Now, but on the other side of the house, from the internet, and so our people, the guys who came with us, they don't understand the work that the internet cats put in. Anybody who puts out a bunch of internet content, it's a lot of damn work.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah. So I commend y'all on that. It's a lot of work.
So the old head niggas don't respect the work that these internet cats put in. Now on the internet cat side, the problem with they create a sense of tension sometimes because a lot of internet niggas, because they haven't had to take these L's, they walk with a certain type of swag as if they can do what Marv just said, go in front of strangers and be hilarious. And they can't. So they don't respect, some of them don't respect the work
that we put in.
Some of them really ain't never bombed. They ain't never bombed.
Exactly.
They've never bombed. So they don't even know how that feels.
Yeah, because they've never had to perform in front of someone who wasn't their core audience.
Or who don't give a fuck about that. They just want to laugh.
So I think it's a respect thing. Everybody's fighting for respect. The internet cats want you to respect all this work that they put in, but the standard comics want you to respect all the blood, sweat, and tears they put in.
And you got to skip all the way to environments that were conducive to comedy.
Yes.
You went straight to comedy clubs.
Yeah.
You skipped the bar and the fucking backyard and the 559s. You skipped all of that shit.
Jack, what was you gonna say, dog?
I love this conversation. It makes me wonder. Are the new internet comedians, are they setting the precedent for the comedians to come behind them?
Absolutely.
And to be for the game to be less stressful.
Exactly, because everybody is coming out of the workworks as being a comedian. And they're doing it on social media.
But I don't necessarily know if it's less stressful, because the internet cats are stressed out because they constantly feel like they got to constantly put out content. Yeah. Because the catch-22 behind the internet thing is, if you stop putting out content, you become irrelevant.
But you know what, man? I'm gonna tell you something. I saw a meme. I don't know if y'all saw it. It was like comic put up. He said, "We're slowly but surely getting back to real comedy." Now, I don't know if he meant that, or what he meant by that, but I think he meant that by, like, let's say we're starting to go back to the old school way of comedy.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't agree. I feel like the horse that left the barn. This is where we at. There was just an article that came out the other day bashing old school comedy saying that Monique special, Chris Rock special, Marlon Wayans special, and these idiots actually threw in Dave Chappelle, is showing that black comedy is not in demand, and they specifically pinged on Dave Chappelle and said that it's homophobic rants.
Oh, that's bullshit.
So
Bullshit.
I think that
That's a critic, though.
That's a critic.
Yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
You know what though, man? I honestly, like I said again, I'm for it. I'm for the new wave. You know what I'm saying?
because they're getting that money.
Well, I know. I'm on it. I'm in on it. You know what I'm saying? You're in on it. We're doing stuff on
Yeah,
IG and all that.
y'all are consistent as hell too. Can y'all speak on like what it takes for y'all to be? You know what I'm saying? Like
I got ADD. I got ADD, so it's very hard. Now, yesterday I had to take my wife to the eye appointment, and I just said to myself, "Okay, I'm stuck in the car." I threw up fucking 6 videos while I was stuck in the car yesterday.
Really?
And that, but I was stationary,
You
man.
made 'em there.
I made them in the car, but bro, I can't.
That's me.
It's hot, bro. Hot water heat need to be fixed. The grass need to be. I get stuff is real grown
life
man,
taking place.
Yeah, grown man shit. I can't devote every day, every hour of the day, or sitting there coming up with that shit. Now, I know that if you want to make it, that's what you got to do, but it's hard.
In other words, you gotta keep yourself relevant, and the only way you can keep yourself relevant right now, besides not being on stage, is social media, and that's what I look at. So that's why I'm always posting something or just throwing something in the story, just anything to say, okay, Steve Brown put up something or whatever.
Yep.
So Jack, let me ask you something. What's your final take?
Hold on, before you go on, I talked to Lamb on the phone a lot. And
So now you two niggas talking.
Yeah, we
and
really
these
talking.
niggas be talking us behind our back.
Sometimes Lav, he'll stop in the middle of a conversation and he say, "Hey man, I gotta go to work. I gotta go get these sketches done and whatnot." And I was like, "Damn, this motherfucker really taking this shit seriously."
You got to.
You know, hey man, and another thing, man, you know, I was talking to Lab the other day, and you know what?
We did. We talked yesterday.
Hey, man,
Yesterday or the day before
I
yesterday.
think Lab is a common denominator of all the shit that be going on.
The crazy thing, you know what the crazy thing about that is? I'm that dude in my family. I'm the dude. We get to the family union. People like, man, I ain't seen since last family union. Like, well, I talked to Lab yesterday.
So some shit gets started on this podcast. Just know Lab Love calls it, and I think he's trying to put fast skin niggas against each other. What you think?
You know me. I ain't saying nothing about you that I won't say to your face.
Hey, so
Lav, speak on the social media part. You creating every day.
I think
and how much dedication.
So let me. I don't want to let Steve be out there by himself because I was one of them dudes. They think Steve was probably a little bit more vocal about the other dudes, the internet cats, and I was one of these dudes who I didn't believe in the internet. I didn't believe that it was the way. And I learned. Let me tell you. For the longest I still did. What taught me that it was the way was the pandemic. It was the pandemic because you couldn't go nowhere, you couldn't perform, you couldn't get on stage, but the internet niggas was still getting it
on them, doing it.
And let me and keep it all the way 100. It was on Clubhouse one day. Clubhouse got to be real big during the pandemic
for a minute,
and I never fucking forget. Somebody was on there and Kountry Wayne was on there, and he said how much he was making every month from Facebook. When I heard how much he was making every month from Facebook, and this was pre-pandemic, so I was like, nigga.
Put me on a skid.
I was like, nigga, you got life fucked up. If you think this ain't the way, you got life fucked up. See,
the way.
Yeah, so once I heard that automatically put the light bulb on. So then I started to learn other things about the whole process. It's not as simple as you know, because before then, you know, when we talked about it, we would say stuff, man, you know, you got to post, man. You got to post. You got to be putting something up. But nobody tell you. It's a method to the madness to a certain degree.
Yeah, it is.
It ain't no, you just put this up, then you automatic. Social media works for people that are watching. Social media work. The problem is the time frame is not the same for everybody.
Especially with grown folks.
Yeah. So,
Okay, so quick question.
What do you mean? What do you mean for grown folks?
Because our sleeping hours, our patterns,
yeah, nigga,
our
old
patterns is different.
Yeah, old niggas.
Old niggas, you gotta pay attention to your analytics. You gotta pay attention.
We gotta go to bed at 9.
You gotta pay attention to your
People like
analytics.
us, nigga.
And we don't post and reshare. Older people don't post and
yeah.
reshare.
Yeah.
Young people post and reshare. They quick to share. If they see
I'm
something
glad
they
you asked
like,
that. I'm
they're
glad you
going
asked
to
that.
share it.
Yeah.
People our age will watch it, think it's hilarious, and it'll die.
And nigga, even if you tell them to share, they won't share.
Yeah.
That would be pissing me off.
Yeah,
Bruh, come on, bro.
Our friends be cooking greens and shit. I ain't
Come
sharing
on,
shit.
bro.
Yeah.
Share my shit, dog. Like,
Yeah.
what you doing? Then first one, I don't know why you ain't blowed up yet. You funner than everybody. Nigga, share my shit.
Yeah, share my shit. Yeah,
Share my shit.
So,
It's that simple. Sharing.
All right, so real quick question for all of y'all. Your Mount Rushmore of social media comics. You got 4. Lav, you first.
You said laugh.
me. Yeah,
I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm fat and light skinned,
that nigga.
and he dark skinned and skinny. Nigga, you all right?
Hey, my sugar.
Too much dip on your chip.
Stupid.
That's all right, nigga. Help is on the way. Look, all right, go ahead. Your Mount Rushmore of social media comics.
I don't know. The two that I could, Desi Banks is definitely on there, and I know it's some people out there who probably have bigger followers than Desi. But and I called Marvin and we talked about this. Desi's followers are active.
Right.
Yeah, very active.
They watch.
Very active.
So, I know some people that got 200,000-300,000 followers. They put a video up and I look at the views. It's got 100 views, 1,000 views, whatever. Nah, ain't no videos on Desi page less than 1 million views.
Niggas waiting on it.
So they waiting on him. So Desi is definitely one. This white boy named Mr. Beast.
Never heard of him. Okay.
Mr. Beast
heard of
he has the largest following on YouTube.
Wow.
He generates roughly $40 to $50 million a year from YouTube.
Ooh, that's good.
Yes.
Amazing. All right, who else?
I'm trying to think who else. I think from the internet. I'm like, yo, this dude is.
Lav, you own this shit.
Yeah. Marco, funny Marco.
I like Marco.
And I need one more. I don't know. Come back to me. Let me think. Because I'm going through people. Because I'm going through people's names in my head. I would probably have to say it straight internet. Well, came from the internet. Probably DC Young Fly.
All right.
I would probably have to say DC.
All right, what's your 4?
Desi. Had to be Desi. When Wayne was just doing the funny videos, like he do a lot of soap opera stuff. Now I want to see funny, you know what I'm saying? I want to see funny. But Curran Claiborne. Funny
boy,
as
shit.
Man, good Lord, them voiceovers is funny.
Yes, hilarious.
A white dude named Justin Danger.
And
he's really big on TikTok more so than anything else. But that dude funny to me. I like his reaction videos. Yeah. And Charlene. Christy.
I like her.
I like her stuff. I like her material. I like her stuff.
And she's a really sweet person too.
The white dude you talking about, is he the dude that be doing the videos?
NASCAR, he be with that sometimes. And
okay, so I ain't never seen that.
And there's another dude, Taco, a white dude named Taco. He funny as shit too,
I seen a white dude Taco.
Yeah.
Okay. Jack, what about yours? Your 4.
Lav Love, Steve Brown.
Hey man, hold on. Hey, you know what? Hey,
appreciate that.
Hey man, look, what he's doing right now is speaking this shit into fruition. All right, So
that's why I watch.
Right. So y'all make sure y'all follow us on the little shit we got going on. My 4. DC Young Fly, because he took this social media shit and turned himself into a star.
Yes.
I mean, to me,
I agree.
To me, this brother is one of the most talented brothers I've ever seen. Talented. Desi Banks, love Desi Banks. Kountry Wayne, he was one of the ones to get this shit started. So no matter, I understand he's not doing the comedy things, he's doing but you got to, he opened the door for a lot of people. And I would say, Funny Marco, and I would say Just Hilarious. I gotta say Just Hilarious because she has some funny shit too. So she opened the door up for the women too. So those are mine.
I've watched some stuff from Just Hilarious where I thought was hilarious.
Yeah.
Any established comics who have kind of made their presence known on social media? Because I always give props to you. That you found your niche. You found with the straw and stuff. You found your shit. Any other established comics that veterans who got into it and they shit popping.
Michael Blackson.
Michael
Michael
Blackson.
Blackson.
What's his name? What's his name? From North Carolina. I love him. What's his name? God.
North Carolina.
My dude. Ryan Davis.
Oh, Mash's not.
Ryan Davis.
He. I would have put him on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, Ryan Davis. That's my dude. Ryan Davis. Shout out to Ryan Davis.
How I forgot my nigga. Yeah,
Ryan.
for real.
Tony Baker.
Tony Baker.
Tony Baker.
So
Come on over here and watch you doing it. Tony Baker's videos are hilarious.
hey,
The skibbity paps, man, with the cat.
So what? Oh, did you see the most recent one where the cat was looking in the window and the other cat was in there? Come on outside. I got something for you out here. There you go.
Hey man, so shout
you
out.
seen that one? Oh, this nigga. And then the cat failed. Like, I failed, but I'm back.
I always want to give props because I know some veteran comics who tried this shit was not working, nigga.
Hey man, not working.
Hey, but you got to keep at it. It's like going through open mic again, and then you know they don't want to. We want that instant gratification because you used to that on stage. Internet like that. So if you put something up and only 3 likes, just keep putting shit up, man. Don't get frustrated, man.
So Marv, you like my Cereal Bowl Chronicles?
Yeah, nigga, yeah.
Thank you.
He's
That
stupid.
shit funny, nigga.
D-Lay said, let me say, D-Lay said something. We was
D-Lay a good one too.
Yeah, good one. He's a good one too. D-Lay said something. We was filming something recently, and D-Lay said something, and it falls in line with me and Marv. We have to support each other. Like, hey man, don't take, move on. D-Lay said, hey man, I post these videos and I keep it pushing. I might not even look back at them.
Look back at them.
He said either they hit, they didn't, but I ain't worried about whether they hit or they didn't. I move on. Once it's posted, I'm gone. And see, I think I have a bad habit of doing it, looking to see
the look.
to see how many views you got or whatever. He said he don't do that. He just go. Every now and then he'll check just to go comment, but he ain't looking at views. He's just going back to interact with the people who have watched the videos and comment or whatever. But he ain't looking at views because he's like, he don't care. It's not about the views. He says it's the numbers.
Yeah.
Put them out.
Last one. Robin Ann.
Robin Ann online?
Man, let's not entertain this. Let's go. It's time to get up out of here. Came with this fuckery.
Flip phone.
No.
Oh, this nigga stupid.
Fuckery in here.
Hey man, shout out to all the social media comics, man. Keep doing your thing. You have opened the door for us, man. We appreciate it, and we're gonna run right through that bitch. You've watched the Year We Talk About This podcast, and hope you got an understanding. We love you.
Shout out to Kountry Wayne.
Shout out to Kountry Wayne, of course. Shout out to Kountry Wayne, man. And Jack, you want to get us a show pitch for me, Kountry Wayne?
Oh, 100%, man. Yo, Kountry Wayne, this is one of the best openers in the world. Or whatever spot that you need him in, he's going.
Yeah, for Kountry Wayne, yes, you are.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. You
Be professional. And
yeah, he's professional. He ain't gonna step on your jokes. He's gonna show up on time.
You gonna do all
Yeah. You could put him in a room with another comic and whatnot. He doesn't mind sharing, especially if that's what's gonna save on your budget.
I'm gonna get a book.
And he's going to buy a book, and he's going to promote it on his page also too.
And let that sizzle in yourself.
Yes.
Hey man, shout out to Kountry Wayne. Shout out to everybody. Listen, where you gonna be at, Laugh?
I have a Mother's Day show with Raheem Devine coming up. That's right.
Ooh, is it in Georgia?
Yes, it is.
Can I come?
You sure can.
I love Raheem Devine.
Well, come fuck with us.
Oh shit!
I'm glad you said with us, nigga.
You stupid. No, it ain't that to City Rider. I'll let you know.
That's hard.
Yeah, Raheem Devine.
Hey,
Mother's Day.
Marv, you ain't shit. I'm glad you said come watch
with us,
nigga.
The fuck up.
The way that nigga ran.
See, this what Kountry Wayne was talking about right here. This is exactly what the fuck Kountry Wayne was talking about, right?
Hey,
This type of shit.
Marv, where you gonna be, Marv?
Hey man, right now my tickets are on sale for June 8th for the comedy ATL Comedy Theater in Norcross, Georgia. Go to ATL Comedy Theater website.com, whatever, and get your tickets now. June the 8th.
Marvin Hunter and Friends.
Marvin Hunter and Friends.
Hey, so Marv, we your friends.
Man, y'all headliners, man. Got some folks opening.
See,
Got some folks opening.
Shit. Listen, I will be.
You can open up for Country Wayne. You can open up for Marv, bro.
Damn sure right. I open up for anybody right now, nigga.
You goddamn right.
All right, so this weekend I will be.
Holla at Robin Ann. Go ahead.
This weekend I will be in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, at the Silly Rabbit Comedy Club. One show already sold out. We got 2, so let's make it happen, y'all.
Baton
Rouge. Yeah, so y'all, Silly Rabbit Comedy Club. Your boy Steve Brown is coming. Y'all come check me out. Jack, where you gonna be, brother?
Man, I'm on the road right now with Pig and Squirt and whatnot. We over here doing
What the fuck?
God ain't through with us yet.
Who you on the road with?
Pig and Squirt and Matt Bullshit.
And what's the name?
God ain't through with us yet.
And what's the name of your tour?
God ain't through with us yet.
Hey, we out of here, man. Yeah, we talking about this podcast. Brought to you by B. Goaty. Greatest of all time. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. BGoaty.com. We out of here, y'all. Man, who the fuck did you say?